Oceanic Cablevision is proud to present the OIA playoffs on Cable Channel 17. Tonight, the third quarterfinal matchup features the exciting Castle Knights facing the unbeaten Waipahu Marauders in a sudden death OIA playoff showdown. And good evening, everybody. Welcome. A beautiful night at Aloha Stadium. I'm Howard Deshevsky, along with the coach, Larry Price. As we said, the Waipahu Marauders unbeaten. They have a super offense, and certainly the key is their offense, in particular the quarterback, Lefa Lauti.
Yeah, Lauti is 300 yards a game offensively. They're going against the number 8 defensive team in the league. Could be offensive fireworks. Lauti, 5'8", 160 pounds. Great offensive skills. About 1,200 yards passing, about 300 yards rushing, accounted for 17 passes, touchdown passes, 8 touchdowns rushing. He throws a lot to Jonathan Kamaka, who is an exceptional receiver. He runs out of the slot back position. He is a real great prospect. They have accounted for 14 touchdowns himself.
And as you say, the Castle Knights defense ranked 8th in their division, so they will certainly have their work cut out for them. But they too have a very exciting offense. And to talk about the Castle Knights offense, let's go down to the field and skip Akina.
Dash, the way I look at this, this is the classical David versus Goliath matchup. And the man with the slingshot, none other than Castle quarterback Kevin Machino. He's small in stature, but he has the heart of a giant. And the statistics to back that up. 1,998 yards, accounted for 19 touchdowns. 12 passing, 7 rushing. He's quite an athlete. He's joined by 2 other fine receivers in Sean Claraball and Eric Cruz. Both ended up in the top 10 in receiving in the OIA East this year. Now, I suspect that Castle's going to have to score 35 points to be in the ball game tonight. If they can do that, get out the calculators, gang, because we got another bang-up ball game like we had last night between Kahuku and Radford.
And we are set for the kickoff. Castle won the toss, but elected to defer, so they will be kicking off. Eric McFarland set to do the kicking. The referee about to give the signal, and it will be Waipahu taking the ball first and working out of the south end zone. The whistle is blown. Here comes the kick, and we are off. A short kick, and it goes to number 44. That is Shellie Benjamin. Takes it up the middle. He is past the 35 to the 40, out near the 46-yard line. So the Waipahu Marauders start with excellent field position. However, I do believe we may have a flag on the field, or is that just the tee down there, Coach? It's the tee. So excellent field position for a team that has an excellent offense.
Boy, anytime you get out to the 30-yard line on a kickoff, you in good situation here. They're on the left hash mark, 45-yard line, great position. Watch them go.
1st and 10 at about the 45-yard line. The pass, it is complete over the 50-yard line. The ball is complete out there to number 12, and that is Richard Colombini. So the Waipahu Marauders already across midfield. Here is the offensive team. Lefa Lauti, of course, at quarterback right now. Cooper Colombini, Jonathan Kamaka, Dane Agbayami, and Dean Petey. Man in motion coming to the near side. Going back to Machino, inside handoff. Running out to about the 45 of the Castle Knights, the ball carrier. Just about at the first down mark. We may have a timeout to check it. In fact, it looks like it's maybe just about an inch short. So it'll be 3rd down and about a foot. That again, Colombini. The defense, or the offensive line, excuse me, Baron Rico, Elise Capihe, Alamieda, Tanuvasa, and Lawrence Rosa at tackle. Again, the snap. Again, another inside handoff, and he's broken it big. Down to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown! And the Waipahu offense has come out and has exploded right off the bat. And that is the quarterback, number 18, Lefa Lauti, who kept the ball right up the middle and just never had nothing but a sea of green ahead of him. Well, Coach, we said they were explosive, and they have wasted no time at all. 10:30 in less than a minute and a half. They have 6 points on the board, and they're already set to kick the point after touchdown. And that'll be Stanford Ginoza. A whistle is blown, and there's going to be an infraction at the line. But again, what about Lefa Lauti?
Yep, well, that's a run and shoot offense. That's what it's supposed to look like. He comes out, a couple of passes, a couple of runs. That was probably an automatic call right there, because Castle was giving him the quarterback sneak. I don't think that was a play called. I think it was an audible right at the line of scrimmage. He saw the goal line from where he was and just took off.
Talk about a run and shoot. He decided to run, and he had to shoot right up the gut, and he took it all the way. The kick is up. It is through the uprights, and it is good. Stanford Ginoza with the point after touchdown. And with 10:30 left on the board, it is 7-0. Let's take a look at this play.
You can see there, yeah. That's just an automatic call. He just saw the center took him one way. He just went the other way and just outran everybody. 45-yard touchdown run. He's an athlete.
Lefa Lauti, the #1 in total offense in the OIA Western Division. He has already run for 8 touchdowns. That is his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. And very quickly, a 7-0 ball game here at Aloha Stadium. Interesting that the Castle Knights won the toss, but elected to defer. I wonder if they're second guessing themselves now.
Probably. I see Mark Kahie there. He's probably looking. He says, I don't know if that was a very good idea. Good kickoff return and then an automatic and just pulled it right in there.
So 7-0 in a hurry. Back to field the kick for Castle. 2-man back, number 84, Eric McFarland, and number 24, John Schaffner. And certainly the Castle Knights have to get something going. The kick is up. It's a very short kick to the near side, and that is McFarland at about the 18-yard line. Turns it up to the 30, out near the 35. He's got some open room. He is banged, still on his feet, and he scrambles all the way out to near midfield to about the 44-yard line. So I tell you, Coach, if the first 2 minutes of this contest are any indication, we may have another explosive night.
Tackle made there by Jonathan Kamaka, 5'8", 160-pound senior.
Let's introduce the starting offense. Machino, of course, at quarterback. Joe Powers, the running back. Tabar Cruz, the slot back. Schuffner and Claraball, the split ends. Saggers, Hahn, Pacheco, Pakele, and Cariaga, the offensive support. Quarterback, Kevin Machino, number 10, drops back, scrambling to the left side, puts it up in the air, and it is incomplete. The pass out there intended to number 24, that is John Schaffner. So Machino, who ranks second in total offense in the OIA East, of course, behind Mark Atuaya. Let's look at the starting defense for the Waipahu Marauders. Niumata, Galetes, and Larry Slade on the line. The linebackers, Sui Vaaya, Gaspar, Niumata, and Benglos. And then in the backfield, Diaz, Adaro, Vitale, and of course, Shellie Benjamin, the outstanding safety in the back. Second down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Man in motion to the near side. Machino, straight drop back. He's under pressure. Benjamin forces him to shuffle it off, and he tries to dump it out there to number 84, Eric McFarland. But no sooner, Coach, do we mention number 44, Shellie Benjamin, and he is all over Machino in the backfield.
Yeah, they know that Machino has got to pass. You see here a number of plays in a scoring drive. Just 3, time of possession 130, total yards 55, a 40-yard run capped by Lauti there into the end zone.
9:51 left, quarter number 1. Third down 10, Castle's ball on their own 44-yard line. Again, Machino drops back, rolls to the left. He has a man open, and he's throwing deep. Back there, in trouble, under coverage. It's deflected once, twice, and then finally dropped. Waipahu with a golden opportunity to try to intercept that football, but it bounced around and they ran into one another, and it almost doesn't really matter because I think they'll almost have better field position after a punt than they would have after that interception.
You see him setting up here. He's kind of throwing back. They actually would have intercepted this if he didn't have the 2 Kamakas fighting over the ball there, number 25 and 24. Brennan and Jonathan.
So Jonathan Kamaka Jr. back to field the punt. The snap, a low one. The punt is up. It's not a great punt, bounces, and it takes an excellent Castle bounce down to about the 11-yard line where Kamaka Jr. fields it, and he is immediately hit by a sea of yellow jerseys and finally swarmed under. A penalty flag is on the field, and usually when you see a penalty flag such as that, it's going to be on the return team, and that's something they could ill afford because they're already backed up. A punt of 44 yards, a return virtually 0, maybe 2 yards at the most, and it is a clipping on the offensive team. We're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back. It is 7-0, Waipahu.
certainly the most delicious new burger in town.
Okay, so what's in the bag?
Most burgers. They're brand new. They're the most delicious new burgers in town.
You know I like my usual burger.
Come on, you'll like these more. I got you a teriyaki burger.
Okay, but just one bite at the most.
Most certainly, most definitely.
Just one bite at the most, huh?
So I got a little carried away.
All finished?
Almost.
Hey.
Most burger is here in town.
Monday on Oceana Cable, TNT presents a tribute to everyone's favorite Wascally Wabbit. See full-length Bugs Bunny cartoons, behind-the-scenes studio footage, and rare interviews with his creators in What's Up, Doc? A salute to Bugs Bunny. Monday night at 8 on TNT. Oceana Cable, Channel 29.
Welcome back to Aloha Stadium. 9:28 left in the first quarter. Very quickly, 7-0 Waipahu. Let's introduce the defensive line for the Castle defense. Sam Cariaga, George Pakeli, and Greg Saggers. The linebackers, Tabar, Bautista, Thomas Hahn, and Joe Powers. Then the men in the back, Eric Cruz, McFarland, Sean Clarabal, and Baron Leo. The quarterback, Lefa Lauti, working from about his own 5-yard. Bootleg, hands it off, play coming to the near side and crunched out of bounds at about the 10-yard line is number 26, and that is Reynald Cooper, the very talented tailback on the Waipahu Marauders. 5'7", 165, a senior.
John Powers made the tackle there. You look at it again one time here on the replay. Just a very standard, good faking by Lauti, good blocking by the offensive line. He gets the ball on the outside hand like he's supposed to, puts his head down. It's a run and shoot offense. Got a lot going there.
2nd and 4, ball on the 11-yard line. Man in motion heading to the far side. Lauti takes the snap, drops back. A screen play to the near side. It is to number 26. That is Reynald Cooper, and he is forced out of bounds beyond the first down marker at about the 16, 17-yard line. So another nice gainer and another first down for the Waipahu Marauders.
George Pakeli over there to make the tackle along with Thomas Hahn. Just a typical screen pass, what you expect off the run and shoot. Just drop straight back here. No fake, no nothing. They let the offensive line come in to the outside. See all of the offensive linemen going over there to the right. But Castle's defense reacts very nicely. Nowhere to go for Cooper.
Again, we're looking at the #1 total offense, the top-ranked total offense in Waipahu against the 8th-ranked defense of Castle. Inside handoff to the right side, fumble! Ball at the 8-yard line, and who has got it? A bunch of yellow jerseys were surrounding it, and the Castle Knights have recovered.
Number 33, Joe Powers, recovered that fumble for Castle. Big, big break. Take a look at it here. This is a little inside counter handoff. But number 55, George Pakeli, was there to kind of goof everything up, and Powers fell on the ball. Big break for Castle.
Brennan Kamaka apparently had the ball off of the handoff, but lost the handle trying to round the corner. And so now Castle with a golden opportunity to get on the board. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of the Waipahu Marauders. Dropping back, throwing to the end zone for number 80. Does he have it? He does not have it, but there was a flag on the play, in all likelihood, defensive pass interference. The play was intended for number 80, and that is Eric Cruz, and defended rather closely, and I believe the flag will be pass interference. So Castle wasting no time at all, coach, trying to get themselves on the board and get themselves even with Waipahu, and the call is, as you see, defensive pass interference, or actually face guarding is the call.
Leroy Diaz, the guilty party there. Machino, what a cute little guy, 2nd leading passer in the OIA West. Kind of like a guy 140 pounds over there playing quarterback. I don't know how he sees over that Castle lines. Here's the call.
I don't know if a quarterback wants to be known as a cute little guy, but I guess when you compare him to some of the bigger guys that he does have to go up against, I think your description fits aptly.
All quarterbacks are cute to me, including Skip Aquino, if you can believe that.
And we will be going down to Skip. 1st down on the 5-yard line. Kevin Machino, the quarterback, man in motion to the near side. Again, he's throwing. Look out behind him, trouble. He gets the pass off. It is deflected and incomplete. He had some pressure coming in from Lafo'ai Niumata, the 6', 189-pound middle linebacker from the backside, and Machino had to rush it. The ball was deflected, and it was incomplete.
Gets him right off the head here. Watch Machino throw the ball. Hits him right. Coing.
The intended receiver was number 40, Alan Navarra. So it will now be 2nd and 5, again at the Waipahu 5-yard line. 7-0 Waipahu, 8:30 remaining in quarter number 1. Single back, man in motion, number 24, Brennan Kamaka. Flip to the inside pass, and it's incomplete. Check that, John Schaffner, the man in motion. And again, Machino had to rush his pass, and it was incomplete on the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5. And certainly this is an opportunity you do not want to see it slip by the wayside.
Pass was intended for Sean Claraball, who was wide open. Just a little timing pass, though. He got a strong rush from the outside and threw it just a little bit too quick.
Talk a lot about the Waipahu offense. The Waipahu defense is the 3rd best defense in the OIA West. Number 24 in motion to the far side, John Schaffner. Machino drops back, again pressured, flips it off, and it is incomplete. The pass intended to number 33, and that is Joe Powers, and it was just over the reach of Powers, and that'll bring up 4th down, and in all likelihood, the kicking team.
Waipahu is not only strong defensively. Watch this pass. This is the problem of having a small quarterback. He can't see over that rushing defensive lineman and throws the ball over Joe Powers.
Pressure by number 83, Siafono Suaia. So the kicking team is on. The kick is up. The field goal attempt is good. And so the Castle Knights take advantage of the fumble and put 3 points on the board. The kick by Eric Cruz, and it's a 7-3 ball game with 8:16 left in the quarter. We will take a brief timeout. Again, Waipahu 7. It is Castle 3 in this OIA quarterfinal contest.
Mitch & Company is a full-service real estate broker for serious people who want to close transactions. Let Mitch & Company help turn your real estate dreams into realities. Mitch & Company, residential and commercial real estate.
Back at Aloha Stadium, it is 7-3. The Waipahu Marauders. Castle getting on the board after taking advantage of a Waipahu fumble deep in Marauder territory. So set to kick the ball off for the Castle Knights is number 84. That is Eric McFarland. The kick is up, a low line drive kick, and it is fielded by number 25 out across the 35-yard line and smacked at the 40. The hit put on by number 84, Eric McFarland. So McFarland makes the kick and then goes down there and puts the helmet to the pads. That's what you call an all-purpose player.
Boy, I tell you, real kamikaze. Jonathan Kamaka, watch him right here get hit by Eric McFarland. Good bang. Kamaka's not that easy to tackle.
No, he is not. But McFarland is a big gentleman and a strong guy, 5'8", 150 pounds. 1st and 10. Waipahu ball on the 40-yard line. Man in motion coming to the near side. Lefa Lauti drops back. He's looking to the near side. Nobody open. All kinds of time. Now a little bit of pressure. Scrambling to the right side. Running past the 40-yard line. And he is tripped up by number 44, Sean Claraball. So a fine defensive play by Claraball. Plenty of time initially, and then eventually flushed out of the pocket was that man, Lefa Lauti.
Lauti, 56 carries, 294 yards, 8 touchdowns rushing, so he can take off. He had all day to throw that ball. Claraball, one of the two people that goes both ways along with Eric Cruz. Did a great tackle there.
Castle has 8 two-way starters. Talk about that in a minute. 2nd down and 8 on the 42-yard line. Man in motion to the near side is Bernard Kamaka. Again, Lauti in trouble, scrambling to the near side, and he is in trouble. Smacked and still on his feet. The man refuses to go down. He breaks I believe, 3 tackles and is finally forced out of bounds at about the 45-yard line by Sean Claraball.
Ran right over the top of number 80, Eric Cruz. Watch this, watch his head-to-head contact. Fakes a quarterback draw up the center, comes out, just outruns Castle defenders, gets the ball in the outside hand. That's a sign of a natural pro, boy, I tell you. Watch, go right there, just runs right over the top of Eric Cruz. You don't see a quarterback delivering a cartouche like that very often.
No, you don't. Joe Powers initially had an opportunity to sack him for a loss. Again, Lauti looking to throw. The ball up in the air, and it is incomplete. The pass intended for number 21, and that is Matthew Slade. So that'll bring up 4th and 5. And for the first time in this ball game, the Waipahu Marauders will be forced to punt.
Let's go downstairs to Skip Aquina. You had an observation down there, Skip.
Yeah, Coach, I had an interesting comment made by Sam Delos Reyes that pass interference call was called on Leroy Diaz over here. They said that it was face guarding. Sam wanted to know how you could get a face guarding on a back that's 5'2". Good question.
Back upstairs, Eric McFarland fields the punt for Castle and takes the ball out to the 25-yard line.
Siafono Sui Ba'aia. I just love that name.
41-yard kick, return of 14 yards, so it'll be 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line for Castle. 6:31, 30, 6:29 now left in the first quarter. 7-3, the Waipahu Marauders up on the Castle Knights. Quarterback Kevin Machino, the 5'7", 140-pound senior, coming up to the line. 2nd in total offense in the OIA East. Man in motion to the far side is John Schaffner. Back to pass, up in the air, and it is overthrown. The intended receiver, number 44, and that is Sean Claraball, the 5'7", 145-pound senior. But Machino just overfiring his man who was open on the play.
He was wide open. Machino is having trouble zeroing in. He's throwing everything a little high. You see that he's a number 2 man right there with 493 yards rushing, 1,500 yards passing.
But not passing effectively tonight. He is now 0 in 7 attempts in the air. Again, the man in motion, number 24, John Schaffner. Back to pass again as Machino rolls to the far side. He's going to keep it, crosses the 25-yard line, and he is smashed right there by number 44, Shellie Benjamin, but there is a flag on the play. Usually in the area where you expect a holding call on the offensive line. And it will be holding on the offense.
I want to tell you that the referee tonight, you see there, Lloyd Hisaka. Phil Akana is the lineman. The umpire is Brian Souza. The line judge is Daryl Fuji, and the back judge is Bruce Spear. Let's take a look at it again. You can see the holding. I do believe you can see the holding here. Going to actually drag the player down. You see right there where he grabbed him by the leg. Machino is almost buried back there. At 5'7", 140 pounds, he's having a hard time seeing over the likes of Siafono Sui Ba'aia and gang.
And now he'll be forced to work from his own 10-yard line. It's still 2nd down, but now 25 yards to go for the 1st down. 7-3 the score. Waipahu on top. Quarterback Kevin Machino. He was 14 of 29 for 2 touchdowns, 277 yards last week against Kaiser. Schaffner, again, the man in motion, inside handoff. Good play out to the 20-yard line. In fact, just short of the 20-yard line. Shellie Benjamin, number 44, makes the tackle. And it was 84, McFarland, the man with the ball. Eric McFarland, the 5'8", 140-pound sophomore.
See, Schaffner just runs inside. The defensive tackle goes right around, taking the outside, which is something you're never supposed to do as a defensive lineman. Schaffner goes head-to-head here.
Gain of 9 yards. It'll now be 3rd and about 15 yards out just about the 20-yard line. Man in motion again, Schaffner. Machino drops back, pressured again, has to dump it off on a screen play, and slammed in the backfield is the play. A loss of yards and a super defensive play. Making the tackle for Waipahu, number 73, and that is Va'ava'ai Niumata.
Take a look at this this play again. You got a heavy pressure coming from the backside, throws it out there. Niumata is right there, just whips him to the ground.
Robert Banglos, the 5'5", 150-pound senior, the outside linebacker, was the man putting the pressure on quarterback Kevin Machino. So again, the Knights will be forced to punt deep in their own territory. Sean Claraball, the man doing the punting, gets it off the left foot kick, fielding the ball at the 42-yard line. Excellent field position for Waipahu, breaking it through, and he may go all the way. The 10, the 5, the touchdown. Number 25, Jonathan Kamaka Jr. fields the punt at about the 40-yard line, and he takes it the distance of, what a super play. Coach, he was untouched. In fact, 41 yards, fields it on the 41-yard line, and he goes the distance. The second big play for Waipahu.
Anytime you kick from your end zone, you're always afraid that that's going to happen.
Well, it happened, and very quickly, it is 13-3 Waipahu. Two big plays, the keeper by Lefa Lauti. Now the return by Jonathan Kamaka Jr. So the kicking team is on. Stanford Dinoza puts it through the uprights, and we have a 14-3 Waipahu advantage. And here it is again on instant replay.
Not much blocking here. He just outruns everybody. You don't have any spectacular blocks. 41-yard punt return.
So 14-3 Waipahu in the OIA quarterfinal game. We'll take a brief timeout. We'll be back from Aloha Stadium. Pakina down on the sidelines.
Mark Connie not happy about what's going on. Not at all. They have to play it tighter than that. The kicking game, 48 plays in the kicking game if you add them up, if you ever try to coach them. 48 things you can do in the kicking game. The punt return is one of the most crucial, and you just saw why.
The kick is up, and it's in the air to number 24. That is Schaffner. Fields it at his 18. He's out to the 25-yard line, and he is being swarmed by a bunch of blue Marauder jerseys. Finally brought down at about the 28-yard line, and the tackle made by, among other players, Nico Vitale, number 28, also number 20, Leroy Diaz. Return of 11 yards taken on the 18. Return to the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 29 for the Castle Knights, who trail by a score of 14-3. Game one of an OIA quarterfinal doubleheader. Barrington and Mililani waiting in the wings, the second game this evening here on Oceanic Cable 17. Quarterback Kevin Machino takes the snap, man in motion is Schaffner. He's rolling to his left. Schaffner open downfield, but he's going to run it. Gets past the line of scrimmage, and he is tripped up. Machino tripped up at about the 32-yard line, number 54. That is Lance Gaspar making the play.
Tonight's telecast of OIA football is sponsored in part by GTE Hawaiian Tel. Our quality inter-island long-distance service lets you walk across the sea, and Moss Burger, the most delicious new burger in town.
2nd and 7, ball on the 33-yard line. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left remaining in quarter number one. Again, Schaffner in motion to the near side. Machino takes the snap, drops back, has time, has a man open. That is Schaffner, complete just beyond the 50-yard line, and he is popped out of bounds and hit hard by number 20, Leroy Diaz. But a super pass play as Machino finds his man in motion. But again, a flag. We have some laundry down on the field, and this play may come back. It will, holding on the offense, and that's too bad. Certainly the Castle Knights can ill afford any mistakes when trailing 14-3 against Waipahu.
Yep, with a defense that doesn't have the ability to hold the number one offense down, definitely. So you'll notice one thing about this run and shoot offense. Very, very predictable Castle Knight offense. When the slot goes in motion, that's the side that Machino runs to, and what they're doing is just coming with outside people.
On the offense. Still 2nd down.
Take a look at this play. You see Machino. He has a man in motion coming to this side of the field, number 33 there. Throws it right up there. Good pass.
Back to live action now. The pass is complete to the near side, so number 80. And number 80 for the Castle Knights is Zarek Cruz, the wide receiver, 5'6", 130-yard junior. Making the tackle again, number 20, that is Leroy Diaz. So another gainer, but it only gets them back to the original line of scrimmage.
Castle has 8 two-way starters. You wonder how long they can go like that without starting to get a little tired. Of course, in old days, going 2 ways was the way to do it.
3rd and 10 again. Machino drops back. The ball is picked off by number 33. He could go all the way. Christian Daguman takes it into the end zone. Touchdown. Chestin Daguman, the 5'9", 147-pound senior defensive back, comes out of nowhere to picks off the ball, and it has gone 35 yards for the touchdown.
Here's Machino dropping stake back, looks to the left, throws to the left. Beautiful interception here. Goes up at the highest point, picks it right down, and he's gone.
Again, number 33, Cheston Daguman, with the 35-yard interception return for touchdown. And just like that, it is 20-3. Waipahu on for the point after touchdown. Number 82, Stanford Ginoza, through the uprights, a penalty flag down. It may be roughing the kicker, but the kick is up and it is good, and we will wait to see about the play. But a very happy man right there on the sidelines, number 33, Cheston Daguman, the 5'9", 147-pound senior defensive back. And the penalty on the Castle Knights. The point after touchdown will be good, and I imagine they will penalize the Knights on the ensuing kickoff.
Waipahu does look unbeatable right now with the offense that they have. They're doing it really well on the run and shoot, and the defense is playing well. I mean, you can't ask for more. And now they're going to mark off a penalty on the ensuing kickoff, which doesn't do much for the Castle Knights. Mark Connie over there talking to